Good morning, viewer. Here is breaking news from India. Yes, yesterday, Government of India's Finance Minister submitted 2021-22 Indian financial budget. Yes, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman's third budget marks a shift in the economic stance of the NDA government, designed in the backdrop of a pandemic induced contraction in national economic output. It marks a discernible shift towards experimenting with measures to boost economic growth through a push to build infrastructure. Budget details signal that the government expects to move out of crisis mode the next financial year by reallocating expenditure from emergency measures such as food relief to other priorities. In terms of ideological signaling, there is a discernible shift towards privatization and monetization of assets to boost income. It is a budget with promise, but its impact will be influenced by the details. In particular, how it fleshes out ideas to fund infrastructure development. The budget's financial sector changes are linked to its aspiration on infrastructure development. The most significant change is the switch back to a development financial institution model backed by rupees 20,000 crore as government equity to catalyze infrastructure funding. The experience of relying on banks to do it has been disappointing. Banks are not yet out in the clear. Another important proposal is the announcement that the government will establish the equivalent of bad bank to handle bad loans on bank books. Both these moves hold promises, but everything hinges on the design of the institutions and attended incentive structure. A related challenge will be staffing both these institutions with adequately skilled people. Design of other structures will play an equally important role in other infrastructure proposal. The budget pins its hope on the government attracting private finance in areas such as public bus transport services and the 8,500 km of road projects to be awarded in 2021 to 22 budgets in recent times have been built on the same foundation but struggled to attract enough private investment. Therefore, details fleshing out the key ideas will be the key. The budget math is interesting. The total expenditure for 2021-22 is expected to be rupees 34.83 lakh crores, marginally higher than the rupees 34.50 lakh crores that the FM Finance Minister said will be spent in the current financial year after the stimulus packages. The highlights of next year's spending will be sharp 43% reduction in subsidized to rupees 3.69 lakh crores. The reduction is an amount of a large rollback of the food subsidy bill which expanded hugely after the lockdown was imposed. The money has been reallocated to a one-time expenditure on vaccination, Jal Jeevan Mission and a new phase of the programs to enhance nutrition. The efficacy of many of these programs will depend on the states who handle the last mile. The current budget marks the start of the 15th Finance Commission recommendation which have created space for center to create a non-lapsable fund for acquisition of defense equipment. This is a far-reaching recommendation with its impact spread over time. The other highlight of the spending program is that the government plans to enhance budgetary support for capital expenditure in 2021-22 for rupees 5.5 lakh crores, higher by 26.19 over the revised expenditure for the current year. On the revenue side, tax received and expected to bounce back in 2021-22 as the nominal GDP is forecast to grow 14.4% to rupees 222.87 lakhs crore. The highlight, however, is the expected growth in disinvestment proceeds to rupees 1.75 lakh crore from the rupees 32,000 crore expected this year. Some of the receipt will represent ongoing privatization exercise such as Air India sale, but this source of revenue may be more durable because the budget signaled a decisive change by indicating a couple of public sector banks and one general insurer may be privatized in terms of signaling this is significant. Fiscal deficit for the current financial year is expected to be 9.5% of GDP, which the government aims to lower to 6.8% in 2021-22. Given the extraordinary situation, the overrun in fiscal deficit by 6% points is understandable. Further, no fiscal projections have been made till 2023-24 as the Finance Commission recommendation have altered some scenarios. It is a budget without any big surprise on the tax front and one that holds potential in changing infrastructure financing in India. That potential needs to be actualized in the days to come. BNS report for TVSA.